Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a makeup tutorial using the Bhcosmetics / Shaaanxo palette, and this palette is so good. I love it so much. It comes with 9 coloured lipsticks and 9 eyeshadows. It comes with a couple of shimmers and a couple of mattes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let's get straight into the video. Firstly, I'm going to be starting with the Australis Original Primer, and this stuff is so good. It's so moisturising and I love it. I'm going to just put this all over my face. I'm going to be using my matte and poreless foundation from Maybelline in the shade 120 Classic Ivory, and this is from the Fit Me range. Now I'm going to put this all over my face, and I love this foundation. It stays matte, and you don't need a lot of this stuff. A little bit goes a long way. Next up, I'm going to conceal, and for that I will be using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair Clair. Set under my eyes, just like so. For my eyelids, bit of my nose, my forehead, chin, and cutest bow. Then I'll be going in with my beauty sponge to blend that all out. I'm just going to clean some of the concealer and concealer and foundation from my eyebrows. Now to set under my eyes, I will be using my Maybelline Matte Maker in the shade Classic Ivory 10. And for that, I'm going to be grabbing a beauty sponge, something, and just dabbing that under my eyes. And I'm not going to be putting too much of this because I'm going to be using my Australis contour palette to highlight. Now going in with the AC Australis contour palette. I'm going to be using this shade, and you can tell this palette is much loved. I love this palette. The colours and stuff are just incredible. And with that, I'm going to be using my beauty sponge, taking a bit of that and dabbing that under my eye. And the eye. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be grabbing the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder in the shade Natural, and just with a big fluffy brush, I'm going to be setting the rest of my face with this powder. And Australis makes the best face powders. Kind of similar to the MAC ones, in my opinion. They're kind of really similar to the MAC ones. Now for eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and taking the shade Triple Fudge. Taking the colour Triple Fudge with my eyebrow brush. Just first brushing them out. Grabbing some of that product and just filling them in ever so slightly. I don't like to have thick eyebrows. I don't really think they suit me that much. So just something really thin and soft to. Now I'm grabbing a bit of the Maybelline concealer that I used to conceal under my eyes, and dabbing that a bit on the eyelids. And for this, I'll be using as a primer for my eyeshadows. Now finally going into the eyeshadows, I'll be using the eyeshadows. Color, the first color I'll be taking is the first one here. These eyeshadows have no name, so I'm just going to point at the eyeshadow. If this one, it's kind of like a light pale pink cream, very pale though, and I'm going to be applying that all over the lid just to set that concealer. And these eyeshadows are so nice and buttery and really pigmented also. Just going to do that. So it makes it easier for me to blend out the rest of my eyeshadows. Now taking this orangey yellowish colour, I'm going to put that in the crease, and I'll be taking a smaller blending brush, taking that and just putting that into my crease and blending this out. I'm going for today a summery spring look. I just love these colours on the eyes. Once that's done, I'm taking this orangey burnt brown colour. I'm taking that on a bigger blending brush. Just tap away the excess, and I'm going to put that on my outer crease. So just here, blending that out. Clean brush and just blending all that out. Then I'm taking the dark shade here. It's not a black, it's not deep. It's not a deep black. It's like a charcoal dark grey. And I'm taking that on a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to put that just in the crease just to deepen it up a bit. As you can see, these eyeshadows are very pigmented and you do not need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to be going back with my same eyeshadow brush, blending all that out. Okay, next I'll be grabbing the rose gold glittery eyeshadow here, and it's nice. It's not really like a rose gold, it's kind of a pinky with a bit of gold in it. And with that, I'm just going to be grabbing my finger, because I feel like when I use my finger I get the most pigment. I'm just going to tap that onto my mobile lid. Just like so. Now grabbing my blending brush and just blending that all out together. Now taking the other end of my blending brush, I'm just grabbing the shimmery colour here. It's a white shimmery colour, glittery, and I'm just going to put that in my inner corners. making it sure that it blends with the other eyeshadow colour. Now using this little eyeshadow brush, I'm taking the same colour that we started with, just putting that under my eyebrows. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeliner using my Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing. Now that the eyeliner is done, I'm going to move down to my waterline, and not my waterline, my lower lash line, and I'm going to be grabbing this red, same brown red colour, grabbing that and smudging that under my line. Now taking the dark colour again, also putting that and smudging it out on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go down to mascara, and for that I'm going to be using my Rimmel London Wonderful Mascara with argan oil. Just going to put a few coats of this. Now I'm going to be using from my Narcissist from NARS palette, I'm taking my NARS Laguna Bronzer, and I'm going to put that on my cheeks. My forehead, my cheeks, put on my nose. Now going back to my Shaaanxo contour palette, I'm going to mix the yellow shade and the pink shade, and I'm going to draw just a line like so. Just so it can create a defined line, that way that bronzer looks sharp. I'm going to let that bake a bit. Now under my eyes, I'm going to be grabbing the same yellow powder and just putting that under my eyes. And now for blush, I'm going to be grabbing my Too Faced blush palette, and I'm going to be taking How Deep Is Your Love with a blush brush and tapping away the excess and applying that to the apples of my cheeks and my cheeks. Now, just with my e.l.f. Total Face Brush, I'm just gonna brush away the powder that I placed earlier under my jaw. Now, I'm just gonna apply some eyelashes. I'm gonna be using the Lash Grip Waterproof Eyelash Adhesive, and I'm gonna be putting the glue on my eyelash boxer. I'm going to let the glue get tacky. Now that my eyelashes are on, I'm going to be grabbing the shimmery shade right here in the second colour, and I'm going to be using that as my highlighter today. Grabbing a bit of that on the tops of my cheekbones. This eyeshadow colour really makes a nice highlighter. And now for lipstick, I'm going to be using this color lipstick here from the Shaaanxo palette from her lipstick collection. I'm going to be grabbing that on a lipstick brush. Okay guys, the makeup look is complete. I really like how this look turned out using the Shaaanxo palette / Bhcosmetics. I love the lipsticks, they're so creamy and I feel like they're long lasting because I've used them before. And I just love how the eye look turned out today, especially with the wing liner. I feel like it's a nice outgoing look. And if you guys want to see more tutorials, keep on watching.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.